From the Detroit Free Press, in the heart of the Motor City, it's Wednesday, March 25th. Here are today's top stories, presented by Bush's Fresh Food Market. Calling all foodies, Bush's is hiring. Are you passionate about food, looking for growth, development, and excellent wages? Come grow with Bush's and apply online at bush's.com/join-our-team. That's Bush's, BUSCHS.com/join-our-team.
I'm Frank Witzel with the Detroit Free Press. Flint never recovered from its contaminated water crisis. Now it's also facing coronavirus. Residents not only worry about getting sick, they also can't get the bottled water they need. It's sold out at stores. And the volunteers for the program handing it out are no longer showing up for fear of infection. Every Thursday, hundreds of residents line up at Greater Holy Temple Church of God in Christ. They arrive as early as 4 a.m. Distribution starts at 10 a.m. They need the water to drink and to wash their hands. At 70, Flint resident Leonard Edwards is drinking only bottled water and making sure that his 97-year-old father, William, who also lives in Flint, has bottled water too. The center said it can use any help it can get.
I'm Susan Tompor, and I'm a columnist with the Detroit Free Press. When you consider that many people don't have $400 in savings to cover emergency bills, you quickly understand why stimulus checks of $2,000 or more can't arrive soon enough in Michigan and elsewhere. As Michigan and other states shut down for the next 3 weeks or so to prevent the spread of the virus, economists raise concerns about how people will be able to pay their rent or mortgages in the coming months. Congress continued to debate a massive stimulus package in Washington on Tuesday. Relief may be in sight soon. We will hear more on the details, such as whether those on Social Security will get any stimulus checks at all. The goal of the stimulus check is to tide people over so that they're able to pay their mortgage or rent on time and not risk ruining their credit or hurting their overall financial picture as the fight against the coronavirus pandemic continues.
I'm Paul Egan reporting for the Detroit Free Press. The Michigan Secretary of State has closed its branch offices for 3 weeks due to the coronavirus, and some Michigan residents will see their driver licenses expire as a result. Affected drivers are those who renewed their licenses online last time, meaning they have to do it in person this year. If those licenses expire in the next 3 weeks, they are out of luck. The state agency says there is nothing they can do to extend a license expiration date. Only the governor and the legislature can do that. They say they are asking the police to use discretion when dealing with motorists with recently expired driver's licenses.
From the Detroit Free Press, I'm Darcy Moran. Michigan, you get an A for social distancing. Well, most of you. And you have your phone to thank for it. Location data and analytics firm Unicast, based in Norway and New York, announced the debut of its social distancing scoreboard on Tuesday, assigning states and counties a letter grade for their change in average distance traveled during the coronavirus outbreak. Michigan got its A for an about 45% decrease in distance traveled. Counties like Oakland, Wayne, and Macomb also scored A's, but Houghton, Mackinac, and Presque Isle got F's. They had less than 10% decreases or increases in travel. The information comes from public data sets, location information, and app data provided through third parties to Unicast. Some of that comes when mobile phone users agree to privacy rules set by the apps they download to play games or shop. The company says they hope the information, typically pulled for use in various industries, can aid in novel coronavirus containment. One spokeswoman saying communities might be able to see what others are doing in response and change their own course. The data was pulled before Michigan Governor Gretchen Whitmer's stay-at-home order went into effect. For more on that data and the latest on COVID-19, check out Freep.com.
I'm Kirkland Crawford with the Free Press Sports Department and a look at 2 news items with Michigan State basketball. First, the guy we know has played his final game for the Spartans. Cassius Winston was named a second-team All-American by the National Association of Basketball Coaches on Tuesday. That means that the senior point guard is a consensus All-American for the second time in his career. He's only the second Spartan ever to achieve such lofty status. Another point guard, Mateen Cleaves, was the other. And now to a guy who may have played his last game for the Green and White. Junior forward Xavier Tillman announced on Tuesday that he will enter the 2020 NBA draft, but he is not hiring an agent and, at this point, could still return for his senior season. The reigning Big Ten Defensive Player of the Year averaged over 14 points and 10 rebounds this past season.
Do you like what you're hearing in our news briefing? Let us know, whether it's a question, comment, or something you just want to hear. You can share your opinion by emailing us at voice@freep.com. That's voice@freep.com. See you tomorrow.